Hello and welcome to our preview of Hawthorn and their chances for the 2013 AFL season. Welcome, Rohan Connolly.
Scotty, good to be here. Good to get into another season.
Rohan, the obvious question, they went so close in 2012. Can they go the extra step this year and actually win the flag?
Oh, look, I think there's an argument it probably should have been Hawthorn's flag last year. They were marginally the best performed side of the year. Poor kicking on the day that mattered most probably cost them. But that said, there's no reason they can't be up there again. One thing that concerns me a bit with them is the scope for improvement relative to other teams. But purely in terms of talent, you know, you've got the likes of Franklin, Rioli, Sewell, Mitchell, Lewis, etc., etc. The stocks are great. I think a pretty important addition to the ranks is Brian Lake. You know, very specific recruiting there to toughen up the defence. That's been perhaps the one Achilles heel at times, just the lack of big, strong bodies on the monster forwards. So having someone like Lake down there will enable a player like Schoenmakers to be freed up to play more of a rebounding role and on the third tall. So he's a big addition. I think they need, as much as anything, plenty of improvement from within this year. And talking about the likes of Shane Savage, even a youngster like Brad Hill, who we've only seen play a handful of games, and a guy like Xavier Ellis too, is a bit of a forgotten man in terms of injuries. But you know, if he can get up and about for the whole year, those sorts of players would make a difference. And history says that, you know, if you're near the mark and you want to stay around the mark, you need to find an extra, 10% every year, and you need at least a handful of players to bob up and step up a level on where they've been.
So just a bit of tinkering around the edges with personnel. One player who will be in the spotlight is Lance Franklin, who actually may not be at the Hawks next year. Just the speculation around his re-signing, will that play any role in affecting how they perform this year?
It'll certainly affect the media, Spitzy, because it'll give us stuff to write about for 6 months. I'm never as convinced that those things have as distracting an effect on players per se as some are led to believe. That said, you know, you'd rather have certainty. But the thing with Buddy, as good as he is, and, you know, they'd be devastated to lose him, but I think last year when he was injured, you know, missed half a dozen odd games, they were able to kick some pretty healthy scores without him. And I think, you know, if anything, that underlined the versatility they have up forward now, which is, it's better than it's been. You know, you got Jared Ruffhead. I think he's likely to play more as a forward role rather than that mobile ruckman role this year. Jack Gunston was a good find, and he's another one who I think can go to another level this year and make them better. And Luke Bruce, you know, he really emerged as a valuable goal sneak, finished second in their goal kicking. So, you know, there's plenty of goal-kicking options beyond Buddy, but, you know, clearly he's the cream on the cake. And, you know, if Buddy's in the sort of form he's been at stages for all the last however many years, you know, they're going to go very, very close again. So
we'll agree they're definitely in premiership contention, and it's theirs for the taking in many ways. What do you think will happen? Will they actually go ahead and win the flag?
Well, I'll probably make myself popular with Hawthorn people. I reckon they might go runner-up again because there's someone else I think might win the flag. But look, I think they're certainly going to be top four. You know, they've got a few guys getting older. You know, like everyone, they need a decent run with injuries, particularly to the midfielders like, you know, Sam Mitchell, Brad Sewell, Jordan Lewis. They're the sort of guys that need to stand up. Cyril Rioli.
They've got to strike soon, don't they, to get another flag?
Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, talent dictates that this group probably should have won at least a flag. I mean, if you talk about 08, it's now 5 years ago. So, yeah, look, they need to strike while the iron's hot, preferably this year. I still think there's another couple of years left in the group. But no question in my mind they're going to be right around the mark come the business end of the season.
So there's our preview of the Hawks in 2013. They certainly should be right in contention to win the flag. Thanks for coming in, Rohan Connolly.
Cheers, Spitzy.